Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
It is the toughest 8 seconds in sport.
Here we go.
Mere mortals trying to tackle up to a ton of meat and muscle.
Bring it.
Hell-bent on doing whatever it takes to tame the untamable. The shortest payday on the planet can also be the most dangerous.
Oh man, big impact.
For these athletes that take on the beasts of the PBR, they know the task.
Get the money! Get the money!
7.99 just won't cut it.
10 AM clock says 8 seconds.
But for those that make the 8, the rush is like no other.
Oh, it is a qualified bull ride.
A rush that keeps our cowboys coming back, willing to risk life and limb against the best bucking bulls in the nation. And more often than not, in this arena, they dominate.
He is unridden.
So wrap your hand in tight and slide up, because you have a front row seat.
You can do it. He's got him.
This is the 2025 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour.
The PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour is a year-long affair which visits every part of the east coast of Australia. From regional centres like Bendigo, Mackay, Bundaberg, Rockhampton and Tamworth, to the spectacle of origin in major cities such as Newcastle, Brisbane and Sydney. The series treats avid fans to rides, wrecks and all the trimmings of a world-class event. The goal along the way for all riders and contractors: make the cut for the grand finals in the heartland of bull riding, Townsville, far north Queensland.
The biggest event of the year. 2 nights of adrenaline-filled, heart-stopping action. 31st October and 1st November at Townsville Entertainment Centre. PBR Grand Finals, where one rider will be crowned the Australian champion.
Bull riding is a tough sport. You have to love it. The deal in these circles? If you want to earn a dime, you've got to ride for time. Let's take a look at how to qualify a ride in the PBR.
Bull riding, the toughest sport on dirt. How's it scored? First, the basics. The athlete must stay on the bull for 8 seconds. The clock starts when the bull's shoulders or hips have cleared the chute. The athlete must ride with only one hand gripping the bull rope. The clock will stop when the rider loses his grip from the bull rope, or when any part of his body hits the ground before the 8-second ride is over. If that happens, the result is a no score. If he touches the bull or any part of his own body with the free hand or arm before the 8-second ride is over, the rider is disqualified. The athlete's ride and the bull's performance are judged separately. Officials score the bull on how hard the bull bucks, how high he kicks, power, speed, and direction change. Athletes are scored by their control, rhythm, and how they match movement with the bull. If a rider wants to earn extra points, they can do so by pulling their leg away from the bull to demonstrate control. There are a total of 100 points available for a qualified ride. That is 50 points for the rider and 50 points for the bull. An average score will be in the 80s, where an exceptional ride will be in the 90s. Judges may award a re-ride for various reasons, such as a foul, or if the bull underperforms. The athlete with the highest accumulated point total from the entire event becomes the winner.
After a month filled with teams competition on the PBR Australia circuit, which saw the New South Wales Blues capture their first ever PBR origin, and the Australians win the inaugural Tasman Cup in an intense battle at the V8 Supercars Townsville 500. The Monster Energy Tour arrives at the Cairns Convention Centre, with riders ready to resume their quest to qualify for the PBR Australia Grand Finals at the end of the year. Mariba cowboy Kurt Shepherd still leading the series as Brazil's Luan Christian Camira continues to narrow the gap in second. Zane Hall's recent run of form finds him move into fourth, but with only the top 20 guaranteed a Grand Finals berth, there are plenty of riders looking to improve their position. 14 of the top 20 in the series are here in Cairns. A further 18 will compete in a field of 32, looking to launch an assault on those above them. However, before action kicked off on Saturday night, the crew and a select few gathered on the dirt of Cairns Convention Centre to offer an experience like no other to a very special group of people.
Today we're at the Convention Centre, so Deadly Choices have partnered up with the PBR and we're here today and we brought some of our Deadly Little leaders. For Deadly Choices we brought them here today to give them, I guess, a Deadly Choices takeover of the PBR, so that's super exciting.
So we show them all the different elements that goes into putting on an event like this, just to give them a bit more of an understanding. It's not just bull riding that makes something like the PBR happen. And the kids absolutely loved it. So good to see them playing on the cameras, putting their friends on the big screen, out the back on a dropping barrel. It was just awesome to see, and the smiles were wide on those kids' faces.
PBR have always bring a lot of outsiders in and help people that need help, and or whatever it may be. They always look for new ways to bring people in or help people out, and that's what it's all about, I think, just to get everyone involved.
Yeah, we're just teaching the kids a bit of background on what we do, and we've got a little bull here. They run around and make a little competition at the end, and yeah, it's probably one of my favourite experiences I do all year with the PBR.
Event like today, my partner's a country girl, so this is close to my heart. Her old man's been teaching me what it takes to be a professional bull rider, being in the chute, being on the barrel, so I understand a little bit of the slang, and it's good to share that knowledge around to local community members.
A big part of bringing them here today is obviously they've participated, they've had 75% attendance at school. That was part of, I guess, the incentive for them to participate today. They've
all had their 715 health check, which sort of helps them in sort of picking up any diseases or preventable health that they have, and they come from far and wide, some from Mariba, Edmonton, Tully, so regions within far north Queensland sort of helps attract them and give them a nice, rewarding, empowering experience.
It's probably an experience of their lifetime to come and do that, and then seeing how they walk in and see the bright lights, and just how much they appreciate it, and I guess the smile on their face says everything, so that's what's rewarding at the end of the day.
It is really fun, and I hope to come here again one day.
Yeah, I really like it. It's just a lot of fun to have with like your mates and meet all your cousins and that.
Young kids engaged, and we get to go do a bunch of fun things.
Cameras have been fun to handle, yep.
The gates, because then I'm in the pit with the bull. Like the adrenaline rush would be just so like good, eh?
It's really fun meeting new people here and learning about how to ride a bull and stuff.
Today we just had the most incredible experience of working with the Deadly Choices crew, which was absolutely amazing. We worked together to write a song that represented what it meant to them to make deadly choices. People started sharing what was important to them, and that was where the real magic came out, because we got to talk about our community and making really great choices, using our voices. It was a really great experience, and I feel like we came out with a beautiful song at the end of this that really represented exactly what the crew here wanted to share, and it was a beautiful day, sharing our stories and putting them with music into a song.
to see them actually create a song today about Deadly Choices is really awesome. I don't think they were expecting like this ultimate experience. So when they all came here and they sing their shirts, and then they got to come in obviously to the convention. Some of them wouldn't get to obviously come to the PBR, so to have a backstage experience, to have this opportunity, I know a lot of them are really grateful for it.
You get to do fun activities, you get to meet new people, learn about different things about how to be healthy.
Deadly Choices is deadly, eh? They just say deadly, I just love them.
Saturday night at the Cairns Convention Centre, and the home of the NBL Taipans was looking a little different to usual. Cowboys and cattle ready to battle in the toughest sport on dirt at the PBR Cairns Invitational.
Cairns, are you ready to meet the Cowboys of the PBR? And we're going to start it off in the Monster Energy bucking chute.
And Ben Bode, if he's on song, if he's on form, should hit this one right between the eyes.
So the name of the game tonight, North Queensland, is when these Cowboys nod their head and that gate cracks. They go to riding, you go to screaming. Come on. Wow. And the number 5 ranked bull rider in PBR Australia comes down. So we move now to the Ariat bucking chute, the official cowboy boot of the professional bull riders. And we go to a bull rider by the name of Lachlan Waters from Oakbank, South Australia. And tonight he takes on Concrete Jungle. Watch the South Australian, let's go. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Wow. But here is a 23-year-old in his first event back this year. This is Kelsey Pavlo from Tour of Victoria on high voltage.
That's right. It's been a while since we've seen Kelsey. Last year, he sort of took that year off as well from the PBR Tour, and he's back. He's pretty pumped up. You look in his eye. Here we go. Let's get behind him, Cairns.
Wow. That is a Fred Clyer bucker out of Claremont in central Queensland. Josh Alexander from Newcastle in New South Wales is up on the back of a bull called Just Right from Troy Keeler. Ladies and gentlemen, he's trying to become the first man to make a qualified ride. He needs to get ready to go to work, and so do you. Come on, Josh. Ride the bull. What do you say, North Queensland? Wow. Well, look at the numbers. 82.25 points for the Nova Castrian. Well, you know, I mean, sometimes it just takes that one qualified ride to pump the rest of the bull riders up. And here is a fellow bull rider from outside of the Newcastle area, from Windell in New South Wales, a bull rider by the name of Josh Grant. A 33-year-old on a bull called Belando.
Josh Grant's got his work cut out for him, but he's onto it.
Whoa. My goodness. Whoa. Here's Brumby Brandenburg. Won the bull riding last weekend at the mighty Mareeba Rodeo right here in far north Queensland. The 27-year-old trying to get back to the PBR Grand Finals in Townsville. He's been there once before. This is Last Confession, the name of the bull. So Can-Am Bucking Chute is where we are about to start. And the 32-year-old who makes his home in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and right now holds down the number 2 spot in points and money won on the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour, is getting himself ready to ride. This is Luan Christine Camara on a bull called Cash Club. Can-Am Bucking Chute, Cash Club, and the number 2 bull rider. Well, who knows? This year we may have someone from Brazil becoming a PBR Australian champion. It could be this man. Here's Luan. Wow, and I mean, that is disappointing right there. He was a headline act here for the Monster Energy Cairns Invitational.
One of our New Zealanders here, Clay Ward. He's got his hands full in that Bisley workwear bucking chute by a bull called Kinky Ninja.
Kinky Ninja. Bull that we've only seen 3 times, and he bucked off one of his countrymen last Friday night, I should say, in Townsville at the Tasman Cup.
He really needs to make his opportunity on Australian soil, and this is where it is. Kinky Ninja, only 3 times he's tripped out. No one's been able to get the job done. As you said, let's go, Clay.
All right, New Zealand. Oh, look out. Whoa. And Kerry Whitehouse, one of our Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes, taking a hit. How about a big hand for those 3 men in green? Here is another bull rider that we have only seen half a dozen times on the Monster Energy Tour. The 25-year-old on a bull from Charters Towers from CF7 Bucking Bulls called Riddle Me This.
Well, this is a long way to travel there from WA. A long way, but this cowboy loves these occasions. He loves the opportunity. Let's get behind him.
Watch the Western Australian. Look out. You know, and it has been a tough road here in round number 1 for our bull riders thus far. Caden Sandlands, the 26-year-old, right now is just inside the top 15 bull riders on the Monster Energy Tour. And he is up against Stitch Up from CF7 Bucking Bulls. Here is another bull with a very impressive resume. But Caden Sandlands, I tell you, this kid right here, when he is on, he is absolutely on fire. Come on, Caden, stick him.
Wow. Yeah, Stitch Up.
Once again, you can see the power that these bulls throw at our bull riders.
We're looking at our Bisley workwear chute. Daryl McPherson, another one of those bull riders that's out here on the Aussie soil. Tell you what, that converts, that $40,000 converts into some good NZD. Let's go, boy.
Great bull. Come on, Daryl. Oh, no. Wow. Flipped him like a beef patty at McDonald's. My goodness. You know, I've been excited to see this thing play out right here. Donnie Rutherford went to the US, got hurt. This is his first PBR event back since then. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be good. Come on, Donnie, let's go.
Oh! Oh, hang on. It looks like we've got a cowboy up here, Warren.
Well, the Can-Am clock says cowboy up, and you can see that he was hanging down the side on the back of this bull. This is absolute grit, absolute determination, and a will to win at any cost. Ladies and gentlemen, they are going to give him a score, 81 3/4 points. So Bisley Workwear bringing us this section of the Professional Bull Riders Monster Energy Cairns Invitational. And we are looking at a Bisley Workwear matchup with a 33-year-old bull riding veteran,
Diego Galdino dos Santos.
Cover Up is an ideal bull for this Brazilian bull rider. Yeah, and he's ready to go to work. Come on, let's help him. Somebody help him. Let's go. Diego, go, go. And the Can-Am clock says cowboy up.
Oh, look at him go! Look at him go! Go, Diego, go! 85 3/4 points!
Wow. Top of the Monster Energy leaderboard for the Brazilian 85 3/4 points has now just made a huge statement to the rest of the pack. And that's probably going to bring him back into that Monster Energy Championship round. As we go to a bull rider in an Ariat matchup that has an address that says Mareeba, North Queensland, this is Kurt Shepherd.
No doubt about it, this is who the fans have come to see. And as he's drawn Benny from Dittman Bucking Bulls. Now, this is not going to be an easy bull by any means. If we know Dittman Bucking Bulls and the bulls that they are bringing along this weekend. But a quality cowboy like Kurt Shepherd currently sitting there at the top. Let's see how he goes.
Whoa, and it's a rough start. Whoa. And we're going to see some re-ride flags for the Mareeba Toro Twister. And it will be definitely a re-ride for Shepherd.
Well, we want to follow this energy that Diego brought. Here's a cowboy that feeds on energy. He's a bit of a veteran to our sport. Bo Willis from Bowen, Queensland. Another one of those cowboys from up this way that if he can feed on the crowd, he might have a chance at Cohen's Tequila.
Yeah, you know what? He's a veteran bull rider right now trying to get back to the PBR Grand Finals on the back of Cohen's Tequila from Dittman Bucking Bulls. Bull was ridden last weekend by Allison Aguilar for 84. Come on. Oh. And that is going to leave a mark.
Well, the quality of cowboys we're seeing this weekend is fantastic, and here's another one that just sort of had to put himself together and put his name up there last weekend in Townsville. We're looking at a young cowboy here called Zane Hall from Athol, Queensland.
Yeah, and a great season he is having. As a matter of fact, he has jumped right up to the number 4 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour. And a big opportunity for him now to cement himself into a position for another championship round. Can-Am Bucking Chute. And the man that is looking to make history in Cairns this weekend. Let's go! Whoa! My goodness, City Nights.
Oh, I've had some wild City Nights in my time, but nothing like what Zane Hall just went through right there. Well, this is Charlie Bailey from Oberon, New South Wales. He's drawn another one of Dittman Bucking Bulls, Rambo. We talk about veterans. This is a veteran bull, 49 outs, been covered 9 times. Let's go, Charlie!
Whoa! Wow, you know, and here's something. If you blinked, you missed it. And I want you to take a look back at this Snowy River Caravan replay. Wow. Watch what happened here very, very quickly. Watch this bull. Rocks, rolls, and watch his head and the bull rider's head. Contact. But let's go to one of the shining lights for the 2025 championship season. Monster Energy Bucking Chute, and the man that won it all for Team New South Wales in Sydney just 3 weeks ago. Bisley matchup between Sam Woodall from Hayward, Victoria, and Double Shot from TF Bucking Bulls.
Let's see how he goes.
Whoa! And a rough start for the Victorian bull rider. We are looking at a clock that says 2.27. 2.27. The Snowy River Caravan replay. Let's have a look. You can see here that this bull just turned out backwards. And I don't think we're going to see a challenge from the bull rider, and unfortunately it will be a no score and an anxious wait on the sidelines. But here's Toby Collins, Malden Victoria, on edge. Come on, Toby! Come on, Toby! Yes! How about the bull rider from Victoria?
That is what you need. If you want to have your shot at the title tonight, you've got to put it together. Toby Collins, 83 3/4 points.
So right now, let's have a look at the state of the nation for qualified rides, but it is still the man from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Diego Galdino dos Santos, on top with 85 3/4.
More from the PBR Cairns Invitational next. Let's return to round one action at the PBR Cairns Invitational.
So like I said, the man that we are about to start off with has a little unfinished business tonight. He is the 30-year-old bull rider, the #1 cowboy in PBR Australia. It is Mariba's Kurt Shepherd. And an important moment for him on the back of this bull, El Toro from Troy Keeler. Help him ride. So the #1 bull rider comes down this weekend. So too, the #2 bull rider, the 19-year-old from Gracemere, Queensland, Nash Mellors. Right now, just outside the top 20 bull riders, the #22 man, and a great opportunity on a bull called 9 Ball from TF Bucking Bulls. Bisley, Workwear, Bucking, Shoot. And a young man in a make or break season has showed us moments of greatness. Will tonight be the night? Come on, Nash. Pump it. And the clock stops at 7.46. Whoa, look out.
Nash Mellors wasting no time hitting that challenge button, wanting to ask the question.
Yeah, so what I think has happened here is one of the judges has got him for a slap. So, replay judge Gav Tickle is down here looking at the screen. Now he's gonna pay a great deal of attention to that free hand. Did it touch the bull? Did it touch any part of the bull rider before that 8-second whistle? And he says no score for Nash Mellors.
So 7.96 the time. Oh, so close for Nash Mellors. It can be a brutal sport. Well, here's another cowboy that would be feeding off his traveling buddy there as well in Diego. We're talking about Alisson Aguiar from Rio Branco, Brazil.
Yeah, what about the weekend he had in Townsville last weekend in the Trans-Tasman Cup? The 29-year-old has stepped and jumped right up to the #12 bull rider this year. Manshake from TF and L&R Finch partnership. This is a great opportunity. The 2015 PBR Australian champion Fraser Baddington rode him last Friday night for 84.5 points. Watch the Brazilian. Shake it up. Shake it up! How about the man from Brazil? And look at this. As of right now, we have two bull riders tied at the top of the Monster Energy leaderboard. Both of them are from the country of Brazil, both with 85 3/4 points. Yeah, you know, and these are the bull riders that are kind of down the ladder a little bit as we head to another bull rider trying to get back to the PBR Grand Finals. Kai Bagheero right here. Whoa. And that was a cute little bull, and I emphasize the word cute, called Widowmaker from Fred Clier. So Harriet Bucking shoots, and we watch Tyson Smith on Hawkeye. The 26-year-old is now the number 8 bull rider in the country. And another great opportunity here, Harriet Bucking shoot, and we are bucking bulls again. In the middle. He is stuck in the middle with Hawkeye. Wow, what a great performance for the New South Welshman here tonight. How about an 84-point score for Tyson Smith? 84. That will move him into the number 3 spot. So Monster Energy, Bucking Shoot, is where we turn our attention to. And we find a 19-year-old bull rider who made the trip to compete for his native country of New Zealand in Townsville last weekend, Kobe Parsons. Kobe Parsons trying to get this one ridden in far north Queensland. He hails from Central Hawke's Bay in New Zealand, and for the past 3 years has been the undisputed king of the Cowboys, the number 1 bull rider in New Zealand. This is Riley Ward. Dunno yet is the bull that he has, nor lift matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man had a great weekend in Townsville. Come on, Riley. And that was one hell of a twisting tornado.
The seconds are oh so important. If we can't fill it with 14 rides, we go back on the clock to see what Cowboys have gotten close on time. So, Billy Gotch, you've always got to ride for the 8. You've got to ride for 12 in the PBR. He's got himself in the back of Black Thunder.
Yeah, you know, at 6 qualified rides, you just made a very valid point about what will happen if we don't get 14 qualified rides. But Billy Gottish right now is nodding his head on Black Thunder. Whoa! Oh! Wow. How much can a human body endure in a very short space of time? So let us go to a bull rider now making his second appearance on the PBR Tour. This is J.C. Smith from Perth in Western Australia, and a 29-year-old bull rider on a great bull called Rome Aviation without warning from Dun Bucking Bulls. Watch this. Wow, Jared Bagheero stepping in. This will be Lachlan Slade, a veteran bull rider and a man that has scored over 90 points in this building before. From Tamworth, New South Wales, on a bull called Reckless Discharge from Dun Bucking Bulls. It is way too quiet in here on a Saturday night. You guys have got to get a little loud. Come on. Go! 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 Now all he's got to to do is get off. He's on his feet. How about a big hand for the Tamworth bull rider, Lachlan Slade? Numbers are in. How about 84 3/4 points for Lachlan Slade? That's going to move him to number 3. Braden Welby. Townsville, North Queensland is up against Humdinger from Dunbucking Bulls. And you can see them pushing that fiberglass post down on the shoulder of Humdinger, trying to pry that bull off his leg. When this gate cracks, give it to him! Wow, Humdinger.
Thomas Hudson from Dungog, New South Wales. He has had some time overseas earlier this year as well and was able to get the job done there. And back here in Australia, he's only relatively new to this Australian back. That is, I should say, he's only just joined us. But he finds himself in Cairns, the Bisley Workwear. Shoot! Let's go!
Whoa! Kerry Whitehouse took the hit that was meant for the man from New South Wales. An unstable bucks off Thomas Hudson at 2.58.
Well, this is a cowboy from New South Wales that has really stood up. And when he puts it together, he is beautiful to watch. I'm talking about Clint Glass from Willow Tree, New South Wales.
He's got a bull that the Brazilian Alison Aguilar rode for 84.5 last weekend in Townsville. Mood swing is the bull. Come on, Clint, fight! Wow. That is a great bull from Trevor and Tony Dunn at Jeringa. The Bisley Workwear shoot, we are focused on a bull by the name of Tropical Rash. And a 27-year-old from over on New South Wales, Jack Rowlandson. The 27-year-old trying to get a big-time bull ride put together. Here we go. Oh, and the clock says 7.38. 7.38, but I've got a feeling we're going to get to see Jack Rowlandson in that championship round.
7 Cowboys with scores after round 1 means that another 7 will advance to the bonus round based on buck-off time. All will be chasing the 2 Brazilian stars out in front, Diego Galdino and Alison Aguilar. The Cairns Convention Centre is hosting the PBR Cairns Invitational, and we are down to the championship round. 14 riders will match up against their pick of a brutal bullpen featuring the rankest bulls in Australia.
Oh, and we're going to start it off with the man from far north Queensland, the number 1 cowboy on the PBR Monster Energy Tour, the one, the only 30-year-old stallion, Kurt Shepherd from Mariba.
39 times this bull has bucked out. Only 3 men have been able to conquer this beast.
Yeah, you know, and this bull bucked him off in the Monster Energy Newcastle Origin 1 in Newcastle this year. So this is definitely riding for redemption. I don't know what this little black bull has, but he has got something that has troubled many, many bull riders. Come on, cheer for Kurt Shepherd, come on! Ride the bull! How about Cowboy Up?
What a moment. The Mariba Cowboy getting it done for the fans of Cairns. We're looking to see if the numbers are good for him. It's 86.5 points!
Wow, you know, and that has really put the pressure on guys like Ellison Aguilar and bull riders that are further up the ladder and in contention for that PBR Australian Championship race. The number one man has answered the call, and right now, 86.5, he is the number one bull rider here this weekend.
Well, a man that has his chance, it's Lachlan Waters. We talked about the South Australian travelling all the way up to the top of the country. He had a couple to choose from. He looked at Forever Young and said, I want to have a go at that guy.
Tough bull, watch this. Oh. Wow, that is a bull that has only been ridden 2 times in 27 outs. Well, let's go to a big-time matchup right here. This is a 4-time rematch. These two have met 4 times before, and the bull has won on every occasion. Kelsey Pavlo, Turo Victoria. The 23-year-old says, I want a shot one more time at Cattle King Roid Rage from Didman Bucking Bulls. He has only been ridden 3 times in 46 attempts. Come on, Kelsey. Hang on. And the rage was wild tonight as we move to another matchup brought to us by Ariat. This is Clint Glass from Willow Tree, New South Wales, and a bull called Ariat Last Strike.
You look down the list, like you just see the quality of the Cowboys that Ariat Last Strike has put into the dirt. And I mean, it's staggering, but Clint Glass, he had a choice. He wants him. Let's go, Clint.
Wow, come on.
So we move on. We find ourselves with a Townsville Cowboy in Braden Welby.
The bull that he picked is Twist and Shout. Much with the same kind of statistics, only ridden 2 times. But you were looking at a bull rider, a North Queensland champion, Braden. Oh! And takes a big hit from the horns of that bull. So this was a very interesting pick when we were watching the Yeti Bull Draft, and it was this young man, Jack Rowlandson from over on New South Wales, that surprised me when he chose this bull, Revolver. Bull's been ridden 1 time for an 88-point score. Jack Rowlandson, no score in round number 1. I mean, he has got to leave it all on the table. No doubt about it, he's a great bull. Come on, Jack. And once again, the power of the bulls in the Monster Energy Championship round. And we find another bull with 43 1/4 points. Nashmel is the 19-year-old right now. Wow, what an opportunity. He's a right-handed bull rider, and he is staring down the barrel at a tough bucking bull. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get loud for Nash Mellors. He's going to the right. What a smart bucking bull. That is the very first time I have seen that bull spin to the right. 43 1/2. The bull score for Moosey's Moto Moto, and that is the highest score at this stage. Every single championship season, there is one bucking bull that is better than every other bull in the pen. And this was the number 1 bull in 2024, Mr. T from Didman Bucking Bulls. Donovan Rutherford, the 25-year-old from Mount Isa, on the Bucking Bull of the Year. Watch this here, come on. Wow, and he rode him further than most bull riders have for a long, long time. That bull has only ever been bested 3 times before. Ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your hands together for Donovan Rutherford here tonight? What a great effort.
We look at this Novocastrian, 23 years young.
Josh Alexander on the back of the Joker from Dittman Bucking Bulls. Young bull rider trying to make it big. What a great young superstar of a bucking bull is the Joker. So a matchup between a champion bull rider by the name of Toby Collins from Malden, Victoria, and a bull that has fast become one of the biggest names in the bucking bull industry here in this country in 2025, a bull called Alpha Blokes Warden from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls. And I'm cheering for the cowboy, Cairns. Let's help him ride him. Come on, Toby.
Wow.
And just like that, 2.93 seconds, Alpha Blokes Warden, Saturday night. Workload is done, and how about the bull score? 44 1/4 points. He is now the #1 bull of the event.
A man that's going to storm the castle tonight as well as Tyson Smith from Walker, New South Wales.
Yeah, the bull that he picked is off the radar from Dittman Bucking Bulls. Oh, wow. And he got away by the hair of his chinny chin chin. He has been over 90 points in this building before. Lachlan Slade trying to become the first man to ride this bull called Nirvana. And right now he is outside the top 20 bull riders in the country trying to get back to that PBR Grand Finals in Townsville. And there is not a contractor in this country that doubts for one moment that Lachlan Slade cannot ride their very best. It is pressure moments just like this that sets him apart from the rest of the pack. Lachlan Slade getting ready to go to work on a Saturday night. Once again, what a great bucking bull. Whoa. Lachlan Slade trying his heart out, and he will finish no less than 4th in the competition as we move now to our final 2 bull riders. The first of which hail from Brazil. This is the 33-year-old Diego Galdino dos Santos. He knew what he was doing, Simon. This bull, 9 times out of 10, will jump out about 1 or 2 and will spin to the left. Guess which hand Diego rides with? He rides with his left hand. This is his domain. If they spin to the left, Diego Galdino dos Santos, I'm backing him all the way to become the first man to ride 2. Get ready, Cairns. He's counting on each and every one of you. Let's go. Oh! Oh! My goodness. You okay, Diego? He's okay, folks. Put your hands together for a tough, tough man from South America, Diego Galdino dos Santos. But there is just one. Alison Agua from Brazil. CF7 Bucking Bulls. Watch this bull, 52 outs. He's been ridden 16 times for a whole lot of money.
He's done it before tonight. Our final ride of the night.
Come on, Allison. Ride. Oh man, he's got to get up. Can somebody talk to him? Oh, what a moment. What a moment. And And a superstar is born in Cairns tonight.
As the only cowboy to remain a perfect 2 from 2, Brazil's Alisson Aguiar backs up his brilliant performance in Townsville with a win in Cairns. Series leader Kurt Shepherd claims another top 2 finish with his short go effort ahead of Diego Galdino in third. Alisson now placing himself firmly in the championship conversation with back-to-back event wins. The Bulls in the championship round claimed victory over the Cowboys 12-2. And the best of those, we couldn't split. Alpha Blokes Warden from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls and Nirvana from Dittman Bucking Bulls both scoring 44 1/4 to share the Yeti High Bulls score honours. In the series standings, Kurt Shepherd widens the gap back to Luan Camara in second after the Brazilian failed to score in Cairns. And his countryman Alisson breaks his way into the top 10 after his victory. As the PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour heads past the halfway point, plenty of opportunities still await our riders to make their mark in 2025. Join us next time for more thrills and spills in the toughest sport on dirt.